Good. Are you more here on Cambly to practice your English, or is there also things that you want to continue learning, like progressing, as in grammar, vocabulary? Because you're speaking quite well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
actually,
what's something that you really want to focus on when you come here?
to be honest with you, this year I have a goal. I want to achieve
Yeah.
English fluency at the end of the year. So that's the reason I
Perfect.
just make the hard work and just doing efforts a lot
Mm-hmm.
with my English
Mm-hmm.
language. So I
Perfect.
do,
Fluency.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, fluency.
That's fantastic. Hello. Hi.
Hello, teacher.
Can you hear me?
We may,
Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I was having some trouble connecting, so I'm happy you can hear me now.
yeah,
Okay.
it is fine
My
now.
name is Sara. What's your name?
My name is Vishwajit.
Okay, nice to meet you. And where are you from?
I'm from India.
Ah, very nice. Okay, excellent. All right, very good.
Yeah, you're from
I'm
Australia,
from,
right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Actually, I saw your videos on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
So actually,
Yeah, so
I want to book a lesson before, but you were busy. I think you're not open the schedule.
yes, last week I didn't open my schedule. This week I opened my schedule and I see a reservation. So thank you so much for booking a class.
No, it was not
Sometimes,
teacher.
yeah.
I saw
So
that you
tell
are an
me.
awesome teacher. Because yeah,
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Well, I think you're an awesome student already. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? How long have you been on Cambly for?
okay, sure. So my name is Vishwajit, and I'm from India. I live in central part of India.
Mhm.
I'm a student as a profession. I'm pursuing a master. Uh,
Nice.
I've been using this application for almost 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really do enjoy to having conversation with the native speaker here. So I improve a lot.
So, 3 to 4 months. Have you found that you are progressing? Do you think you are progressing and getting better?
Yes. I think I progress. I
Good,
progress.
good. That's the most important thing, that you feel that you are getting better and progressing. That's good. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm very happy. That's a good time. And
Yeah.
so, do you need your English? Do you need it for study purposes or work purposes? Because you said you have your master's. So, do you need to use English when you work?
Not really, but because of
Okay.
English is a global language, it's an international language. So, for example, if you want to give an interview, so it's really important when
Yeah.
you give an interview to give to get first impression, to the
Yeah.
interviewer.
That's true. I think presentations, conferences, interviews are some of the hardest things you can do in another language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so
Because you
that's
do
why.
have the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because of if you want to communicate with the people and also know about the cultures and background, and if you want to learn a language, so English is really beneficial for you to learn and to grow, to
That's
meet new
true.
people.
Yeah. You need English today for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
um, I think that when I first became an English teacher, I did it so that I could help people that wanted to use English to live in another country, to immigrate, and also so that they can travel. and be able to communicate more freely. But nowadays, especially with the pandemic,
Yeah,
online work, conferences, Zoom, um, all the interviews, emails in English.
exactly.
So, yeah, so it's become something that's so popular now for everybody to speak English. And I think that many students out there are making this big effort to learn English under pressure. And I think it's just, it's very brave actually of you to do this, because I've also learned another language. I've learned Spanish, and I know that it can be frustrating sometimes when you have so much you want to say here, but you can't say it. It's just here. It doesn't
Yeah,
come out.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Sometimes
yeah.
you are fumbling, you are fumbling to make a sentence and to share your
Hmm.
experience. So it's getting
That's
really hard.
right.
Yeah.
But you're doing excellent. Your conversation skills are great, actually. I work with beginner students, with intermediate, advanced, and I would definitely say you're not beginner. You're
Yeah.
probably actually more advanced, which is good. Are you more here on Cambly to practice your English, or is there also things that you want to continue learning, like progressing, as in grammar, vocabulary? Because you're speaking quite well. Hmm.
Yeah,
So
actually,
what's
mhm.
something that you really want to focus on when you come here?
To be honest with you, this year I have a goal. I want to achieve
Yeah,
English fluency at the end of the year. So that's the reason I
perfect.
just make the hard work and just doing efforts a lot
Hmm.
with my English
Hmm.
language. So I
Perfect.
do,
Fluency.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, fluency.
That's fantastic, and that's so important actually with English, to have fluency when you speak.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Especially when you're trying to discuss any topics, and you have to share your more ideas and make a sentence,
Yeah.
because sometimes you're fumbling, you don't have ideas and you're never experienced to share any kind of things before. So it's kind of
Mm.
difficult sometimes.
Okay, so I'm going to put down fluency and sentence structure for you. The reason I like to write down is because I do have a lot of students, and sometimes it can be easy for me to forget everything, that every student is different. So here on Cambly, it's a conversation-based application, but every student has different goals, different needs, different, why they want to learn English is different. So I always just write down a little note along with your name, just so I know what to prepare for in our lessons, what topics maybe will be better to focus on fluency and sentence structure. And maybe at the end of the class, it's up to you. Some students prefer that I correct them straight away, and others like correction at the end of the class. So which one do you prefer? Or both?
Yeah, it's up to you, but I prefer at the end of that you will
Okay.
correct me about my mistakes and about like whatever grammatical mistakes I make, about the sentence structure. So yeah, I
Yes,
know
I
that
think
what
that's
should I
better
have to
too.
do next. Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
better too, because that way you can express yourself more freely. And at the end of the class, I can tell you, oh, you mentioned this. Maybe you can fix that for this word or this way. It will be better. I think it's also better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
sometimes I have students that are talking about something important. And if I'm constantly interrupting, it feels weird. So I also think error correction at the end of the class is better for the confidence of a student. Um,
yeah.
Also, how
Uh,
are you feeling in terms of, sorry, please?
Yeah,
Hmm.
actually, I had a conversation on some other platforms. So one of my
Hmm.
teachers also asked to me in the beginning that what you want you want correction in the beginning, just like in between, or you want correction in like at the end. But I said it's
Mhm.
up to you. If you
Right.
want to. But I think I realized that if tutor will correct me at the end, it will help me to figure out what should I do and
Yeah,
how to improve it.
exactly. And you have more time as well to be able to ask, okay, I understand the correction, but why? Why is this like this? Or I can't say this then. Is this wrong? Or does this sound better? So sometimes it gives a teacher time to explain as well why something would sound better or if it's an actual correction.
Exactly.
I was also going to tell you in terms of confidence, how are you feeling with your confidence?
How I feelings, sometimes
Mhm.
I become confident, sometimes I become nervous, and sometimes like I fumble the sounds
Mhm.
and get this like mumbling. So it happens with me not in English language, it's happened with me in native language also, because of lack
Okay,
of communication. So that's the reason I try to improve and develop my communication. It is really important to
that
share
is
your
so good.
ideas
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
make a good sentence structure so other people can get you
Mhm.
what you want to say.
Yes. Actually, I also work with students that have issues with pronunciation or stuttering. And sometimes when you mumble, when you pause, when you stutter, when you use words to compensate the nervousness, sometimes there's also the problem where you don't like pauses. So you use a
Yeah.
specific word to constantly make up for the pause, like okay, okay,
Uh,
okay, or like. So all of these speech types of they could be repetition or it could be just errors. It could be mumbling, it could be pausing too much. So all of these speech problems are also things that are fixable. Everything is fixable actually. So even if you feel like, oh, this is something that I feel is never gonna get better or I'm not gonna progress, this is a false idea. Everything can be fixable if you have the motivation, if you keep practicing, and if you build confidence. The first thing, I think in my video I mentioned it too, but the first thing a student needs to have so that they can continue to progress is to build confidence in themselves. And a student that builds confidence, that means, okay, I know I'm going to make mistakes, but that's okay. I know I'm going to say things that are wrong, but that's okay because this is why I'm here. I'm here to practice and I'm here to learn from my mistakes. So that's the way to learn. And I
exactly.
think you're doing so good because the way that you speak, the way that you listen is very good. You should feel proud of yourself already. There's just a few things that we can work on, but then in general, you should feel proud of yourself. It's not easy to learn a second language. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot to me for your compliments, and it is really appreciate. It's really appreciate. I'll develop more and just like improve more to be better.
good. Yeah, this is
Yeah, because
normal.
no, because nobody is
Mhm.
perfect in this world. We are human beings. We make mistakes, and we should proud of ourselves that we learn
Exactly.
second language, right? So
Yeah,
it's gonna really hard.
exactly. Another day, when we have more time, I'll tell you my experience when I was learning a second language too. So I can understand the feelings that a lot of my students feel or express. Um, but I do think that it's it's great. For example, when you have students that come to class and they are so confident, they are ready to learn, they're asking you questions. It's part of learning, and I think that's a great thing to have. So don't be shy. Like if you have questions, if you learn something new today, tomorrow you can come back and say, Sarah, I learned this. Can you explain? What does this mean? So you're paying for this application. Make make it worthwhile. Like, if you
Exactly,
come to
exactly.
class, use it. Use this application and ask as much as you want. Also, the classes that I have, the methods are different. So some students prefer maybe 15 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of conversation, or just plain conversation or a specific topic. So it's good for me to know as well what kind of ways you prefer learning, so that the classes are also enjoyable for you.
Yes,
So
yes,
let me know. Let